Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We are getting ready for our Bridging to Resilience 2021, coming up November 10, 11, and 12 in Kansas City. But today, I'm so excited to be able to sit with Jim Sporleder and James Moffitt, two of my favorite resilience speakers in the world. And that's saying a lot because I have a lot of favorites, but you guys are up there. You guys are going to be doing a keynote speech talk together, first time ever for you guys together. I'm calling this, it's just all the joys together. I oftentimes use the metaphor of peanut butter and chocolate coming together, of just making it delicious. And when you guys come together from the elementary point of view and the secondary point of view together on stage at once to talk about how to create schools and cultures that care. Tell me, thanks, by the way, for being here today and coming to the conference. What excites you about this talk, about being together and having this conversation with us in Kansas City?
I'll jump in and say the first thing that excites me is just being able to work with Jim again. He has been just so influential for me in this journey, and it has been a journey over the last 6-7 years now. He has, given and just poured into me so much. So just having an opportunity to speak with him is the first thing that I'm super excited about. And then beyond that, it's just another opportunity to be in the room with people. I think, it's been so long, throughout this pandemic that we haven't had the opportunity just to be present with people and feel the energy that comes together when you're in a room and in a space with like-minded, passionate people. So I'm super excited about that as well. So those are my two top things that I'm excited about.
Yeah, I would share that as well. James called me. James, what, 6 years ago, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
6 years ago, just out of the blue, a young principal in Derby, Kansas, and asking about wanting to become a trauma-informed school and the process, and through that initial call, not only did I have the pleasure and the gratitude of being able to watch him take his elementary school and do the hard decisions that needed to be made, and to turn that school into a trauma-informed school, and to become great friends. James is really up there on my list, and one that I love him. I love him like a son, and I love his heart. I love his passion. And when we get together, it's always a blessing for me to see his growth and to see his leadership and to see how he now is guiding other schools in their journey in becoming trauma informed. I think maybe one thing that makes James and I a little bit unique is that we're both administrators that have done the work, and we know what it takes to turn a school around into a trauma-informed school. And so I'm very excited about this opportunity, and especially to be able to share it with James, it just makes it that much better.
Yeah. Thank you. I am so glad that you two are going to be here together. And Jim, you said it perfectly. I was thinking, here I have in front of me two experienced leaders, principals who have and are doing the work and are doing it daily, either whether you're in mentoring with folks or actually boots on the ground with kids and teachers and figuring it out and all the hard stuff together. So when people walk away after hearing you guys talk, what are you hoping they're going to walk away with?
I think for me, it's just an opportunity to be real with people. Like, this is not all roses and flowers and easy work. This is really, really hard work. I think, even this year, I'm being tested daily. Like, it's hard. And I want people to know that, because I think this is also, it's innovative work, but it's also lonely work. It has the potential to be very lonely work. when you're working along people who maybe don't understand or are as passionate as you are about something. So it can be lonely. So I hope that they leave feeling empowered. I hope that they feel connected to Jim and to myself and to other leaders that are in the room, and just knowing that, this is an ever changing, like, I think what's hard about this work is teachers are programmed to be very black and white. And when I think about being trauma informed or trauma responsive, I think it's about living in the gray, because it's not, you have to be able to live in the gray. It's not just this happens and this always happens, or this happens and this always happens. It's about putting your heart into every decision and truly connecting with people to really make every interaction you have with them meaningful, make them feel loved, appreciated, and cared about, and also make them understand that we make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. And it's about how do we come through that, collaborate, and get over that mistake together. And so I'm just excited to be connected with people and have them connected in meaningful ways.
Nice.
It's such a good point that James makes. And I always say, you've got to go through the heart to get to the head, to create the changes that need to happen to bring this to a reality. And for me, it's that understanding that it's not what we do, but it's who we become. And I think when we are able to understand that and embrace it, that just one caring adult relationship with these kids that we're serving can take a life from hopelessness to hope. And if we truly understand that, then we want to be that. We want to be that adult. So we're seeking those positive connections with as many kids as we possibly can. And as James shared, if we're going to change our culture, we're doing the same with staff. We're seeking those positive connections with staff. We're all one team. We're all supporting one another. And to me, that when I truly understand the power of one, and that becomes who I am, then the journey has started, and things are going to happen, and it's going to be a exciting ride. As James said, it's not an easy journey, but it's the right journey, and it's the most fulfilling, rewarding journey that I've ever experienced. And we've got the young guy with the old guy, and to see some of my Lincoln kids now that are 25, 26, to see what they're doing in their life, it just doesn't get better than that.
I love that. Jim Sporleder, James Moffitt, what we're looking at here, voices of experience. You call James young, but he's been doing this a few years. He's been doing it a few years too. And you're sharing with the wisdom, elementary through secondary. And we're going to see what that looks like and feels like at each level. I think we'll be surprised to know that it's eerily similar. Fellas, thank you so much for being here today. Guys, if you want to see these two dynamic, wise leaders who are experienced in the work on the daily basis, come to Bridging to Resilience. It is November 10, 11, 12 in Kansas City. You go to resilience.sdac.org. There'll be a link somewhere near this video. Find it. You know how this works. And guys, thanks for being with me here today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ginger. Good seeing you.